I'm gonna show you guys this because I saw this video of it's Nina Turner calling out Joe Biden for not visiting East Palestine, Ohio, which I was like, okay, that actually makes sense because Nina from Ohio, so this is an issue that she really care about. So she's gonna come with that passion and fury at Joe Biden at this.
She was pretty quiet about it too. She did finally show up. She went there. So
yeah. So I want you to watch this video, and we're probably gonna watch like the first 4 minutes of it because I'm like, okay, I want to see where you go with this because our criticism is that you are visiting Ukraine and you're arming the Ukrainian people in flaming endless war that will lead us to a nuclear war instead of helping the American people. So let's listen to Nina Turner. There's a lot to say about this. And I was watching this show out of curiosity, and like Nina, this show, it actually gives like political speeches a lot in it, and like very performative. And you're gonna see what I mean when we watch the video. A lot of performative nonsense in this show. It's like really unappealing, and that's all I clicked it just to see. Are you going to criticize Ukraine? What's your message on that? So let's listen.
This morning, President Biden crossing into the war zone. Unprecedented security in the capital, Kyiv, as all major roads are sealed off. Hundreds of armed police and army lining the streets. Ukraine low on ammunition and firepower. Today, Biden announcing more military aid.
Freedom is priceless. It's worth fighting for as long as it takes. And that's how long we're going to be with you, Mr. President, for as long as it takes.
We'll do it.
Thank you.
I agree with the president. I do. Freedom is priceless. And I'm certainly glad that the United States is showing ourselves to be a true ally with the Ukraine.
What did you just say?
Oh, shit.
You got to be kidding. I told you, I saw this video. I was like, she about to call him out for supporting Ukraine over Ohio. There's no layer. There's no low they will speak. Let's watch this again. Literally, I was watching this like, holy shit, Nina Ash is on fire here. Quickly nose dive. Let's watch this immediate heel turn again. Like, this is unbelievable. Let's watch it again.
I agree with the president. I do. Freedom is priceless. And I'm certainly glad that the United States is showing ourselves to be a true ally with the Ukraine people, because if it was happening to us, we want Ukraine and others to come to our rescue.
If that happened to us,
it's happening to us.
If only the United States is the largest military we have ever seen to have 2 oceans as natural protection. If only that happened to us, we want that to happen, right?
Yeah.
This is the insanity that comes from the NATO left. The insanity. You see the appeal to emotion? She's like, imagine that was us. Imagine if we was invaded. What the?
We don't have to be invaded. Our own government is doing this shit to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to be invaded.
Oh my God, man.
That's so gross. It's so gross that people are supporting this nonsense, this continuation of this. Y'all, are you ever going to learn? Seriously, I'm genuinely curious. How many times does your government get to lie to you before your sense of skepticism kicks in? I'm genuinely curious because how many times are we going to do the same playbook? Weapons of mass destruction, the Gulf of Tonkin, incubator babies. I'm sure missing a ton of them. How many times? How many times are you going to get lied into an endless war? And I can't wait for 20 years from now for everybody to pretend like they were against this from jump, just like they did with Iraq. Can't wait for that to fucking happen. Get fucked. Seriously. Oh my God, these people drives me crazy.
I knew I was going to trigger you with this one.
Yes.
It gets worse because I told you, I was watching the show out of curiosity, right? And I know Nina does this performative shit where she like give these politician like speeches like it's back in the day, right? On the show. I think that's like the theme of the show or whatever. So then she talks about how she supports funding Ukraine. She goes around and turns around and say, I want peace. Showing who the real dumb left is. So she said she support funding Ukraine, but she wants peace.
Those two things do not go together. You do not get peace by shoveling weapons into a war zone. That's not how that works. And in fact, there has been multiple times where there has been peace on the table. There has been an opportunity for us to help negotiate peace or help facilitate peace, and we have sabotaged every single one of them because we don't want peace. We want endless war. Julian Assange said it. It's not about a successful war. It's about an endless war. This is a money laundering situation. War is a racket. Smedley Butler said it years ago. This has nothing. You really think we give a shit about the people of Ukraine? We don't even care about the people of this country. And I'm supposed to believe that we care about the people. We're using the people of Ukraine as cannon fodder. And it is the most disgusting thing. And then we're pretending as if this is some, like, we're like really their heroes and that, we're going to go help them fight for, defend themselves. They're not defending themselves. They're being used in a proxy war against Russia. And it's disgusting.
And you guys heard it from Nina herself. She thinks that Joe Biden is arming Nazis in Ukraine out of the goodness of his heart.
Yeah, he's such a nice guy.
I'm so glad that he's just coming to their aid. Surely not to boost the profits of the military-industrial complex.
Yeah, I'm sure it has nothing to do with it.
Really not. No, he's a humanitarian. You see how the NATO left affirms the talking points that come from the liberal crowd? This is why these people are dangerous.
Yes.
We've been telling you guys that the liberals are lying to you, that they care about the Ukrainians, but Nina Turner, Bernie Sanders, Pramila Jayapal, AOC is here to gaslight their supporters and tell them that Joe Biden is doing this out of the kindness of their heart instead as a way to weaken Russia and their geopolitical enemies in order to cut off European energy dependence from Russia. That is what this whole thing's about. But Nina Turner is pretending that he's doing it because he's nice. I agree with her with that. And then she's going to make this argument that only the boutique left can make. She's like, this is the most boutique left argument you're about to hear coming up. She's oh my God, I support funding this war, right? Why can't you guys spend that on us too? Like, I'm okay with you doing a little bit of war as long as you give us a piece of the pie. This is how social democrats will sell you out. They don't care if capitalists do endless war as long as they benefit. I don't care if you arm Nazis over there. I don't care if you stoke nuclear war. Why can't you give me some? I want some. That's the argument that comes from social democrats.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, anti-imperialists, myself, and Marxists, we call for the abolition and destruction of the imperial capitalist system, which includes NATO and our military-industrial complex.
Which were part of the demands of the Rage Against the War Machine rally, by the way.
Absolutely. So, once again, I'm sorry. I won't play. Let's play a little bit longer because I already kind of spoiled it. But this segment is.
You're gonna get me fired up again.
Let's listen.
And I'm certainly glad that the United States is showing ourselves to be a true ally with the Ukraine people, because if it was happening to us, we want Ukraine and others to come to our rescue. Freedom is indeed priceless, sisters and brothers and family and friends. But what about the freedom to be able to live a good life in this country? What about the freedom to be able to afford your groceries or your rent or your mortgage? What about the freedom to be able to have sick time on your job? What about the freedom to know that your children and your children's children will have a better outlook on life than you have today? What about that freedom? This president could take a page out of President FDR's book.
Oh, God.
All right? And President FDR was not perfect. You understand that. We're going to put that in the parking lot. I'm not here to talk about that today. But during World War II, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt had enough common sense, as my grandma used to say, and maybe your grandmas did too, common sense ain't common, to know that the American people were fatigued from being on the battle line, the battlefields, literally and figuratively in World War II. And he vowed to the American people, this sacrifice you making, we're going to take care of you at home.
No, he did. He
talked about the freedom from war.
What is up? And even Nina Turner, I will admit that he's not perfect, but then you give him all this credit that he does not deserve.
No.
He left behind black families in the proletariat. It's only white people that he helped out. He left out black people in this.
Yeah, this is revisionist bullshit.
It's bullshit, and social democrats keep doing it.
Yes.
They can't help themselves over fawning over this war criminal fuck who put Japanese people in internment camps. Stop idolizing this war criminal. Jesus Christ. These people drive me crazy. Let's continue. Because there's a certain point I want to get to. I'm putting you guys through torture tonight. We having fun, right?
Abroad and at home. The New Deal of the 1940s was born because of some of this stuff. He didn't just dilly-dally and go down the yellow brick road in World War II and other people's lands without understanding that the American people needed some stuff too. Now, you're going to hear me talk about this ad nauseum because I firmly believe that for every dollar, billions of dollars, that we send over there to Ukraine, we need to be spending it here.
That the most social democrat imperialist bullshit I ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that's
your
bad.
critique is not that he's boosted the military industrial complex. Your critique is that you're not getting a slice of the pie.
Right.
I don't want the blood money. I want to end the system. She's like, I don't care if we fund Nazis. I don't care if we kill and lead to the death of Ukrainian people and Russian people. As long as you give me some.
Ukraine should get $0 fucking dollars. We caused this. We initiated this. We are the sole, like, no, $0. Zero more dollars. Zero. No more. They shouldn't have gotten any to begin with. We shouldn't have even initiated the conflict to begin with. We wouldn't even be in the situation if it weren't for us. But now that we've gotten us into it, we need to back the fuck out. Like I was talking about this with Daniel McAdams. He's a big scary libertarian. Everybody clutch your pearls. But he was talking about the 10 demands for the rally. And number 2 was negotiate peace. And he said, this is the only one that I disagree with because we should have absolutely no role in negotiating peace. We should get the fuck out and stay the fuck out. We have no business being involved. And I agree with him. Absolutely. We need to just mind our business. We need to mind our business for a while.
The NATO left is criticism of this event is if you're going to send all these weapons to destabilize the global economy and to lead to a grain and food shortage crisis in Africa that has led to an increase of energy prices in Europe and completely destabilize the UK's economy. If you're going to do that, I'm okay with it as long as I get some.
Right.
This is so ridiculous that this is the position of the quote unquote leftists.
Yeah.
This is not my position.
This is not left. Can we
left
stop? Can we stop pretending like these people are left? This is not left. This is not left. I'm sorry. I don't like to do the gatekeeping thing and I really hate labels, but can we please just stop pretending like these people are left?
You gotta say red is red. I mean, I understand what you're saying with the labels, but like at a certain point, you gotta say red is red. This is clearly not someone who represents the left.
No.
Right? But let's continue because I want there's a certain point, not too long. I think we've got maybe 90 seconds left that I wanted to play. And let's continue here. And this be our last part. We get out here in maybe 10 minutes.
He done sold out the rail workers by not letting them have their sick time.
I want to play the last part again.
Nauseum, because I firmly believe that for every dollar, billions of dollars that we send over there to Ukraine, we need to be spending it here. He done sold out the rail workers by not letting them have their.
Not only him, Nina. She wasn't the only one that sold the rail workers.
No.
Who else did?
Name them.
Including this.
Name them, Nina.
Name
them.
Name them.
Their sick time, putting them rail barons on notice. No, but he asked Congress to act, and they can't even go on strike. Inflation is still running rampant. 63% of Americans still living paycheck to paycheck. They can't afford eggs, but they barely can afford chicken wings. Chicken wings cheaper than eggs. What in the hell? See, this is the kind of stuff that we talking about. Freedom fighters talk about.
Freedom fighters.
Dallas is over there. You could have stopped.
Freedom. The person who endorsed Joe Biden is a freedom fighter now.
Oh my God, that was so funny. That was so funny. I was not ready for that.
That was funny.
Air Force One could have stopped in East Palestine, Ohio. But oh no, he all up over there. Lord have mercy on my soul. AB, go on and jump in here. I got more to say, but I'm just going to let you get on in here.
So hopefully this sister will speak some sense, please. Hopefully, right?
I don't know who she is, but please, girl.
So I watched a few statements, and this is Nina's point girl, right?
Okay.
She says her in, and I'm like, please save this segment, please.
Something.
Please. This segment is a disaster. We're 3.5 minutes in. I don't know you, sister. I'll give you a benefit of the doubt.
She's not going to save it, is she? Not going to save it. She's not going to.
I mean, freedom might be pricey, but it's getting real expensive for the American people.
You better say that.
You know, I mean, and I wholeheartedly agree that the same money that we are sending over there to Ukraine, we could be investing here in America. I mean, we have been crying about student loan relief, right? Another type of relief that the American citizens need here. And I mean, it's seemingly impossible. We're tied up in our courts with it. And once again, we get well, there's nothing we can do right now. Or we're going to give you a little bit here. We're going to put a little bit on it. We're going to put 10% on it today. But you're giving 90% over to Ukraine, which again, I do understand why we are fighting and why we are supporting Ukraine. And I'm not discrediting that at all.
So when Nina picked, Nina was like, I'm going to have another black girl with me on my show.
Yeah.
Right. So do you screen them? Do you screen them? So do you you have to support the Ukraine proxy war? Do you sign a contract where you have to support it? Sounds
you
like
have to.
No, Nina, I agree with funding Nazis in Ukraine too. But if only we spend that money on us too.
Oh, God. God damn it.
God damn it. The NATO left, ladies and gentlemen.
Where Pilgrim, Nina Jr., yeah.
So this is a big deal for her. She's the person that's on Nina Turner's show.
Right.
So she's not about to fuck this up.
No.
If she told that you're not going to question the Ukraine war, sister. I know we say we unboss, but you better not say anything fucking crazy about Ukraine or you're out of here.
Exactly. And that's the problem with a lot of people in the independent media space is they know their role. And if you get an opportunity to go on Nina Turner's show, you know what you can and cannot say to make sure that you get an invitation back. And so you might tailor your opinions. I mean, I don't play that game. I'll never be invited on Nina Turner's show because I won't play that game.
By the way, Rome has reached out to Nina multiple times for her to come on the show. CJ reached out to her.
I've reached out to her numerous times.
Yeah. She's one of the few politicians. I had damn near no politician rule. Only reason I interviewed Marianne because she literally asked for it. I'm like, okay, I guess. Okay, sure. I don't care about interviewing. I bring people like Misty on. People who are anti-imperial, so I have fun running with. People like
I had Matt Ho. I had Matt Ho on because I think he's a good guy. I don't agree with electoral politics, but I think Matt Ho is an amazing dude. But yeah, I've reached out to Nina Turner numerous. I emceed the March for Medicare for All in Columbus, Ohio, which is about 2 hours from her district. We reached out to her numerous times trying to get her to come to that rally. I even offered to step down because she knows I have a problem with her, and I'm like, I'll back out if that means she'll come. I'll back out. And she wouldn't come. I've contacted her numerous times about coming to Assange events. She never gets back to us. Yeah, she's, she is part of the club. Hey, wait, what's all my fault? Bad cookies, what's all my fault? What happened? I just happened to glance over and somebody said it's all Misty's fault. I don't know what's my fault, but I'm sorry.
I think he's the funny guy. But anyway, I'll get to this part. It'll be last for our play because I'm going to get you out of here because I know you got a show you want to do later. So
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. As long as I'm out of here by 9:30, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I want to play this part because I'm a Sammy. If you guys want to see the rest of the crayons, go ahead and watch it. But Nina does this speech where she why are we sending all this money to Ukraine, but we can't take care of our own people? We need to find peace. You guys just said you're okay with funding Ukraine, though. How does funding Ukraine incentivize Zelensky to find peace?
That's not peace.
I don't have time to cover this today. I apologize. But China went to hold a peace talk summit. Yeah. Zelensky already shot down. Miss, I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
Zelensky already said hell no. So Zelensky says hell no to that peace plan because the United States is funding them.
The Pope offered. Lots of like I said earlier, there has been multiple occasions where there was an opportunity for peace, and every single time the United States has sabotaged it. Every single time. So don't tell me that we don't want peace. Peace is not what we want. And I'm sorry, Nina, you don't get peace by shoveling weapons into a war zone. That's not how you get peace.
They're trying to confuse people. That is what their job is to do, is to confuse workers and the left. Anna Kasparian, Nina Turner, Pramila Jayapal, Ro Khanna, their job is to cultivate a dumb left. So what she's about to do in this segment, I'm about to play the video, and she wants to say, I want peace, but I also support Biden and Ukraine. I think he's doing a great job, though. But I want peace, even though we will send weapons. We advocate bombing for peace. Ignorant is strength. Right? That is what she's about to advocate for. Let's watch it here.
Not talk about it in the luxury of the White House or in the Capitol, but actually take your behind, gas up the jet, take Air Force One, and come on into Ohio. Come on in here. They should have did that. They have yet to do that. They failed in that they're failing right now to regulate the rail industry right this moment. They can put a stop to it anytime they want to. The power is absolutely in their hands. And
none of this means anything if you endorse him in 2024, the party, and don't support third party, which you did not. You endorsed this guy, and that's on all your guys' records, and not because you guys made a mistake. You guys knew his record, and you guys endorsed him, so all this shit is on you.
And as for the Ukraine, let's put up this headline. In a surprise visit to Kyiv, Biden approves $500 million in aid as war nears 1 year mark. I want to know, what is the plan to end this war? Inquiring minds want to know. I'm sure I'm not the only one that wants to know. AB wants to know it too. The people in East Palestine, they want to know too. People in Chicago, Illinois, hello somebody, they want to know too. People in Iowa want to know. People in California want to know. People in South Dakota, North Dakota, they want to know. People in New Hampshire, they want to know. Okay? They want to know all over the country. What's the plan? We already near a year in. The assistance package announced by the US president includes anti-tank missiles and other weaponry. Again, we have long said, I'm saying it ad nauseum. We get it. We support Ukraine. We are allied to Ukraine, and we got to get in there because Putin is wrong all day long. And
your message is contradictory. Like, this is only the shit that the dumb NATO left will fall for. She has cultivated a dumb audience that can't even see that she's saying things that contradict each other. Oh my God, Biden, why are you sending all these weapons and all this stuff to Ukraine but not taking care of us? East Palestine, Ohio want to know what you're going to do for peace. Chicago want to know what you're going to do for peace. By the way, I have no problems with you sending weapons over there that doesn't lead to peace. This is nothing but performative garbage. She's pretending that she's standing for the Ohioan people and standing up against the war while she still supported it. She can't even go on a 2-minute lecture about the war and peace without the claim that, I get it. She can't even go 2 minutes without putting that disclaimer in.
Yeah.
She knows she'll be cut out from the club.
Yeah.
You are not embossed.
No.
Pathetic.
No. That's a ridiculous title for her show. Come on, unbossed my ass, dude. You are completely bossed. I mean, I don't know if it could be much more clear. And what's the plan for peace? There is no plan for peace, Nina, because that's not what they want. And you fucking know that. And it's disgusting that you're pretending like you don't know that. You know that. You know that. And it's your party, girl. This is your party. This is who they are. You have chosen to stay with them, despite the fact that they screwed Bernie Sanders over twice, despite the fact that they prevented you from standing on stage at the DNC. They were like, nope, you really? And that you decided to stick with this party, knowing full well who they are. And then you stood up and endorsed Joe Biden, knowing he just got a 50-year history of being exactly who the fuck he is. This is not a surprise. You can't pretend like you didn't know. Everybody knew. And you endorsed him anyway. And you are continuing to back this party and stay in it. This is on you, girl. Own it.